Perhaps the one NFL discussion that never ends is the one concerning its rules. Over the past few weeks, the NFL Owners and Competition Committee have discussed several rule changes, some significant, some not. Of the 6 that passed, perhaps the most notable rule change is the new catch rule, replacing one that has caused so much controversy over the past decade. The new catch rule has eliminated the surviving the ground clause and replaced it with a clause stating that the receiver must make another football move, such as a third step, or have the ability to. So guys, how does this change how the referees are going to be calling games?
I think it's great because when you look back at the replays where we often see these challenges happen, no longer is the ball going to be obstructed by another player or like another item on there, or if you just don't have a good view of it, rather you're judging by the player's motion itself, and I think it really eliminates a lot of cloudy areas in it.
But they're still going to be taking time to review all these things. Again, implementing these new rules is not going to be simple. Here's the thing, referees are still going to miss calls, and the rule on the field is if a call is if they make the call on the field, they're going to go to that first if it's not absolutely clear. So here's my thing with this. These new rules are great, but they're not going to solve the catch problems. There's still going to be these cloudy.
I think it will too. Yeah.
Not all
honestly, yeah.
How so, Jimmy?
Now, with this whole entire rule, we all saw the Des Bryant catch a couple of years ago.
Was it a catch?
Finally, they ruled it a catch.
Anyways.
But I really think that this clears a lot of confusion for the fans out there that really don't know what a catch is. And it was kind of sad to play and watch.
Exactly, because we saw it on Twitter. We saw those arguments on what a catch was, and now this clears it up at least a little bit. You have motions, you have body language on the field, you have steps, you have them actually going to the ground and being a catch as well. There are just so many new steps that'll help clear this thing up. I don't see how it can help solve.
I almost feel like instant replay made this a bigger issue than it is, because this has not always been a major the immaculate reception, right? We can go back to that. That was still people aren't sure if that was a catch or not, which it was. But here's the thing.
One of the best of all time.
One of the best. But the way instant replays worked, it's elongated the game. It's broken up the pacing of the game.
Well, I think that
these rules are not going to help in the long run, at least
significantly.
significantly.
I think this is going to speed up.
It's going to use it for good rather than just use it to put off.
They're still going to miss calls.
We are constantly doing the instant replay, and that's why a lot of the ratings, a lot of fans were not trying to.
One of the toughest parts that I noticed with instant replay was all the different angles that they would try to find the ball at. And obviously, like you said, sometimes you just don't have that angle, and we're stuck watching this thing for 4 or 5 minutes. Now it looks like we can look at the motions. Things are going to be much more cleared up. But that's all the time the Old Rules Committee has. When we come back, Mason and I will talk some sibling rivalries. Stick around. You won't want to miss this.